Hi, I'm Tati, and today I'm talking about the books I read in July and August. The first two books I read were By Your Side and P.S. I Like You by Casey West. These were both cute contemporary reads, and I gave them both 4 out of 5 stars. And I find that I just really enjoy Casey West's contemporary YA. The next book I read I actually received from NetGalley, and that was Manga Classics Pride and Prejudice. So this was basically a manga-style remake of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. As far as I can remember, it stayed close to the source material. I have only read Pride and Prejudice once though, so I'm not completely 100% sure of that, but from what I remember, it stayed very close to the source material. It had great art, and what stuck out the most to me was how funny it was and how fun. And I really enjoyed reading it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because I love manga and I love Pride and Prejudice. The next 4 books I listened to as audiobooks, and they are The Slippery Slope, The Grim Grotto, The Penultimate Peril, and The End, all by Lemony Snicket. These are the last 4 books in A Series of Unfortunate Events. I gave The Slippery Slope 4 stars, The Grim Grotto 3 stars, The Penultimate Peril 4 stars, and The End 4.5 stars. All out of 5 stars. And I can't really get into it because these are the last 4 books of the series, so they are full of spoilers. But I really thought it was a great end to the series, and I'll be making a full review video pretty soon because like literally 2 minutes before starting filming this video, I finished watching the first season of the show on Netflix, and I really enjoyed that, so I'll be making a full half spoiler free, half full of spoilers video for the series and the first season of the show. The 5th book I read is 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. I really hope I'm saying that name right because I've said it like a lot on my channel now. Unfortunately, this book wasn't really my cup of tea. For what it was, I think it was a good book, but it's not really the kind of book I usually pick up. I ended up giving it 2 out of 5 stars, and I actually ended up bringing it to the book swap at BookNetFest to give somebody else the chance to enjoy it and hopefully like it more than I did. The next book I picked up is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I really enjoyed this book. I read it for Booktubeathon. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't really want to get into it because I think it's best if you go into it knowing as little as possible. This is actually the first book in a series, and I just saw the cover and title of the second one not too long ago, and I'm really excited for it. Next, I read Juniper Lemon's Happiness Index by Julie Israel. I ended up liking this book a lot more than I thought I was going to. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and it's another one that I read for Booktubeathon. My favorite part of the story was definitely the main character. The 8th book I read was Always and Forever Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This is the last book in the series, so I can't really go into it because I don't want to spoil you, but I will say that I thought it was great and a really satisfying end to the series. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And finally, the 9th and last book I read was Because You Love to Hate Me, 13 Tales of Villainy. This book was really interesting in both concept and the stories themselves. I love that it's a collaboration between authors and booktubers. I think my favorite story, if I had to pick one, was Death Knell. It just really reminded me of how much I love Victoria Schwab's writing because I haven't read one of her books in a while. And it really was a beautiful, sad, engrossing story, and it really amazed me, especially considering how short it was. So that's what I thought of all the books that I read in July and August. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a like. I try to upload a new video to this channel at least once a week, so subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know down in the comments what you read during July and August, though I know it's kind of late for that. You can also let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them. I would especially like to know if any of you have read Because You Love to Hate Me and what you thought of it. Thanks for watching. Bye. That's gonna have to do. Well, this is gonna be the color apparently. What happened? I left for like 5 seconds. And it's already October. I've done too many tags. The next book I picked up is, I actually have this one. Ooh, I have to go get that book. Wait right there. Had to go get it off my sister's shelf. That sounded weird. But whatever.